Welcome, everybody, to episode number 1 of State of Your Franchise Journey to the NFL Draft, where we go over all 32 teams, where they are now, how they're going to be after the NFL Draft and free agency, and are you rebuilding or are you a contender? My name is Sean. This is my main man, John. Let's roll the motherfucking clip.
Roll it.
As a member of the AFC South Division, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they are in a state where they were. Yeah, well, the Jaguars.
You can say it. They shit the fucking bed.
Absolutely, bro. They shit the bed. Right now, I have a price tag on them of rebuilding. They are a rebuilding team. They have a new coach in Urban Meyer, which is a great pickup in my opinion.
Better out there, but
I mean, there's better out there, but it's Urban fucking Meyer. Why not? I mean, he took Florida to the Natty, so why not take Jacksonville to the Super Bowl?
I can see it.
You know?
Okay, you know.
But okay. That's beyond me. But anyway, the Jacksonville Jaguars are number uno in cap space with $77.5 million.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. So, looking at the roster, they had a decent amount of players eligible for to be able to re-sign. I opted not to re-sign like half of them.
Ooh.
But I'm going to go ahead and start off with a re-signing period. And I'm going to say that they're going to re-sign, on a lower end deal, wide receiver Keelan Cole. He had played 75.7% of the snaps, 55 receptions, 642 yards, 11.7 average, and 5 touchdowns. I mean, there's better receivers out there, bro.
Right.
But you got to think that's solid numbers. Like, it's not.
I would. It was just in case. That would be like my back pocket. I'm not gonna put Chark out there and somebody else, and then be like, "Hey, Keelan Cole, now's your time, bud."
Yeah, no, but I mean, if you got to put him out there, bro, he can get the job done.
Right.
But I mean, I'd much rather have a solid 1, 2, and 3, maybe have him in my back pocket at 4.
I would take that.
Also, I'd re-sign left tackle Cam Robinson. However, he did have an off year last year. Pro Football Focus ranked him in 65%, less than 65%. Yeah, he wasn't all that great on that left tackle spot. My options for him, you can swing him out to the right tackle spot to put a little bit less pressure on him, or you can just keep him and bring in a veteran and have him learn off a veteran. But I believe you can bring him back for a 1-year cheap deal, prove it deal. You sucked ass this year, but come in next year and earn your spot, bro.
Right.
We're still gonna give you a chance because
what else?
Yeah. I'm also going to say re-sign the injury-prone cornerback Sidney Jones. You already have C.J. Henderson on the squad.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Hayden is a free agent, but I would let him walk. If we're being honest.
Mm-hmm.
But you can bring Sidney Jones back for a 1-year proof deal. I mean, I believe he's got a lot of upside, to be honest with you. And only 9 games that he played this year, he had 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble. And that's with the front 7 shit in the bed. 99% of the snaps.
So you're going to take Sidney Jones, signing him for over how much money? Over like Quentin Dunbar or Patrick Peterson?
I mean, you know what he can do. You give him a chance to make the team. You're not going to put him in that I wouldn't put him in that number 2 slot next to CJ Henderson.
Would
or
you put
number
him
1
in
slot.
3?
You could put him in a slot. Let him work in have like a slot rotation.
So, I mean, they have the money for it. They could pick up both names. They could pick up Quentin Dunbar and they could pick up Patrick Peterson if they chose
I
to.
mean, right, but if I'm thinking, correctly, you got a college coach coming in, Urban Meyer.
Right.
He doesn't want a whole lot of veterans. You want to bring in some veteran presence, but you kind of want to start building your roster young.
Unless ownership is like, hey, I don't give a fuck what's happening.
I want to win like fucking yesterday.
Right.
As far as my free agency pickups, I'm having them pick up left tackle Trent Williams, the former Washington football team starter.
Yes. Best tackle in pro football.
Exactly. You're drafting a quarterback at number 1.
Right.
But it's not who the hell you think it's going to be.
Right.
So you bring in Trent Williams. That's obviously a great start, saying, okay, well, now we can protect the quarterback and it'll also open up running lanes as well.
Mm-hmm. For Robinson, yes.
Right.
That kid had a breakout year last year. He was really good.
He was a rookie. And he's on a rookie deal. You don't need whatever the Chris Thompson, who I don't think they should resign either. He's up for resigning. But my second option is bringing in cornerback AJ Bouye from Denver.
Ooh, have him at number 2.
Exactly.
And then just cut the shit out of Sidney Jones altogether, bro, and bring in a veteran. Another one.
I mean, you can still have Sidney Jones there, just for minimum work.
Right.
Keep the legs fresh, or have him, we can get out of them
in case Patrick Peterson can't get out of the retirement home.
Oh my God! You got to get him a walker and one of those little electric scooters.
There's just a lot in the process.
Receiver, wait! I gotta catch up.
I would pay to see that.
Oh man! And as you know, the front seven in Jacksonville, they got some. Well, they had a decent front seven when they had Ngakoue and Calais Campbell, but they shipped both of them to Baltimore. First Calais Campbell, I was like, oh shit, Baltimore got Calais Campbell, and then like throughout the season they got Ngakoue. I'm like, holy shit, they got Ngakoue too. Maryland boy returning home.
And still didn't do anything.
Facts. I don't think the Ravens are going to resign him, to be honest with you.
Either way.
But anyway, to bring in that veteran presence as well as somebody who had made a lot of waves last year, the New York Football Giants interior defensive lineman, Leonard Williams.
Ooh.
My man's was out there getting 29 solo tackles, 28 assists, 11 and a half sacks, 14 tackles for loss, and 30 quarterback hits, and 1 pass deflection. You're talking about adding him in the mix with Levon Chason and Josh Allen.
Right.
You got to think about maybe running a 3-4 defense, sliding him in the true defensive end slot. And then you put in as your outside linebackers, Chason and Allen.
Right.
Bro, you can cause a lot of disruptions,
Hell a lot.
You still have money to go in for a nose tackle. I mean, shit, you can bring in Snacks Harrison if you wanted to.
Right.
So that's all the picks I have. Obviously you can do a lot more.
I would look for Juju here.
That's actually a decent pick, but I don't know if Urban Meyer's really going to put up with the Juju antics. Think about it.
I mean, some won't. Some will tell him right then and there, like, we're not putting up with that shit.
You can look. I would look somewhere in the second round because you have the number 1 pick in the second round too. I would look. Amon-Ra St. Brown in the second round from USC.
I would build defense if I was Jacksonville in the draft.
I'm going exact opposite here.
You're trying to build that offense. That's probably what Urban Myers is going to do, but how much control he has is another question.
That is correct. So as now we're talking about the draft, they have 2 first-round draft picks, number 1 overall and number 25 overall. Number 1 overall, obviously you're going quarterback here.
Right.
Which quarterback they're going to take? Well, I'm about to tell you.
Everybody says Trevor Lawrence, and they are
Wrong. I'm going Justin Fields, quarterback out of the Ohio State University.
Good pick.
The reason why I'm going Justin Fields is because if you look at it, in 2018, they both came into the college football world. They were ranked number 1 and number 2, if I'm not mistaken, that Justin Fields was the number 1 quarterback and Lawrence was number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Their stats throughout college are similar. Trevor Lawrence was blessed with a golden opportunity with Clemson's ridiculous, recruiting,
Mm-hmm.
and then going to the Natties and stuff like that. But Justin Fields was in Georgia and getting screwed over by Jake Fromm,
Mm-hmm.
who is non-existent in the NFL world.
Dumbass.
And he transferred over to Ohio State. So he lost time, he lost games, he lost, playing time, obviously. But the stats, if you look at the stats, I believe that Justin Fields only has like under 10 less games than Trevor Lawrence. And their stats are very similar. But
what does that say about Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence has, I think, like 12 interceptions last year, where Justin Fields only had like 8. So, I mean, I would definitely take. A lot of people saying, "Oh, let's stay away from the Ohio State quarterbacks. Look at
Haskins.
Look at Haskins. Look how good he was. Look at Cardell Jones. Look at." Okay, you have point, but none of them were Justin Fields. The kid can absolutely ball.
You have that mobility more than Lawrence.
Yeah, I do believe he brings more of a mobility presence. Also, with Lawrence getting surgery, I would think, I wouldn't put up a huge red flag for it, but I would,
let's give him a yellow flag.
Let's look at we have the number 1 pick. Let's look at it. We can either take a quarterback who's already gotten surgery, or a quarterback who's completely healthy and is not known for really too many injuries.
Right.
Lawrence, if you're looking at size, you're looking at Lawrence. If you're looking at more mobility, kind of like the Kyler Murray in Arizona.
I was going to say like Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson is a good comparison too. Because he can roll out, get that job done. Justin Fields obviously looks for the pass first. He doesn't try to run like Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's run first. If you look at it like that. At number 25, I have them taking Tevin Jenkins, offensive tackle from Oklahoma.
Ooh, help build for Justin Fields. I see what you did there.
Absolutely. Because you can play, he played left tackle, he played guard, and he also played right tackle. I feel like his fit is more better in the right tackle slot. So you can take over that debacle of a Jawan Taylor presence last year, because between Jawan Taylor and Cam Robinson, they were both ranked under 65% in Pro Football Focus.
So who do you put there? So you have Trent on the left. Do you put Cam? Do you keep Taylor? Or do you put the rookie?
Let him battle it out, dude. That's why you bring him in.
Nice.
That's why you bring him in. Yep. I'm giving them the rebuilding stamp, and for their overall record next year, I'm going to say they don't get anything higher than 7-9.
Ooh, I will give them also a rebuilding stamp. And since you seem to be on the train of being wrong, I'm going to go with 5-11.
I'm on the right train, baby.
We shall see.
All right, guys. I hope you join us for episode 2, where we go over the Houston Texans. That'll be dropping right after this one. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more bombs dropping. We're going over all 32 teams. Check out the description. Click on the link tree. Check out our Patreon page if you want to be a part of the action. Also, if you want to be on our live podcast show, email us at nobullsportspodcast@gmail.com.
Roll in, motherfuckers.
Let's go, baby. We're out.